Nash and Morrison, those seamers, should enjoy the conditions at Lancaster Park. You may have heard Lee Jamon just a moment ago saying a bit damper than usual here at Lancaster Park.
Danny Morrison with the bright new cricket ball on his way from the northern end of Lancaster Park. First ball of the test. Oh, it's a wild one. Full and wide. And he reaches for that one and hammers it through the covers. That's a beautiful shot. It was very wide, but he's prepared to have a crack at it. So it should assist that outswing. Cutting. And there's no third man. 4 more. They're all up attacking. Look totally convincing at Ramesh Raja. There's no consistency at all. And that is short and it's wide. And it's found the gap as well. So really with those slips in that gully, that cordon in place, the length is so important as well. Hooking. Good shot. But has he beaten fine leg? He has. 4 runs. Things not quite going right for New Zealand. Short outside leg stump, and it gets the treatment, and Morrison really quite a good effort down here at fine leg, and the ball just eluding him.
Oh, that's nicely played by Ramesh Raja again. More runs, and they're certainly adding up very quickly this morning, and a couple taken quite comfortably. Hooking again, and beautifully played by Ramesh Raja. He got right over the top of that and sent it out to the fence for 4 more.
If you got to bowl the short pitch bouncer.
That's pulled away by Ramesh Raja. Again, Morrison just a little bit short, and this is a very long run for Roger Twos, and the batsman will easily complete 3 runs. Well, that's crashed away through the covers. Superb shot.
This spell, I think Jamon needs to make this bowling change. Perhaps give Dion Nash a bit of a go.
It's ball and it's straight down the ground. No need to run for that. Edge and just wide and down to the boundary for 4. Short and pulled away and well clear of the field, and that's too indicative of New Zealand's performance the ball before, a perler from Dion Nash. It's down the ground. You heard the call for 2 and it's easily taken. And he's gone for it again. He's got it through again. Between point and gully, there's no third man. This is magnificent batting by Amir Sahel.
Hauled away by Amir Sahel. Bounces a few times. 4 more. And that's 50 for the left-handed opening batsman.
Well, a good knock indeed. Amir Sahel hit the ball so sweetly.
Picking up pace. Speaking of picking up pace, Sahel has certainly picked up the pace here. And it's just dribbled over the boundary for 4 runs. He got rather under it, and finally it made it. That brings up the 100. The partnership is worth 100, and Pakistan away to a superb start.
He was just wandering away. He didn't know where it was, and in fact the ball wasn't hit quite as well as Roger Twos thought so, and it only dribbled over the boundary in the end. However, 4 more.
Oh, that's a useful delivery. Oh, that's beautifully played away down through mid-off. The timing is superb. Morrison has the chase, but he has... Another flashing shot through the offside. The outfield is pretty quick. That's another boundary.
Oh, it's a lovely shot through mid-off. No need to run for that. That's going to go all the way.
Overpitched delivery there, and right at the meat of the bat, Ramesh Raja just leaning into it. That's helped so far.
It's a slower ball. He's hit it high and just over the field. Didn't pick it at all. Fans held it back, and it just feared for Rory, and Ramiz brings up his 50 off 65 balls. Short, edged, over the top, 4 runs.
Surely very disappointed man, Chris Cairns there.
First wicket is finally taken. Chris Cairns strikes. And the opening partnership of 135 is broken.
He thought it was heading down leg side. He does shuffle across, hit him about knee roll. You can see leg stump. I think that would have hit middle and leg. Fair enough decision. The umpire agrees. And it's 135 for 1.
Well, there's the pull, but he's got on top of it. Played it very well.
Set. But Sahal was onto the plan in more ways than one. He knew the man was back there, so he had to hit it in front of square. And as you say, that's gone through wideish mid-on, or mid-wicket anyway.
Oh, that's beautifully played. 2 successive boundaries, and Sahal races up to 86. Wicket. He slid onto his stumps, I think.
Could have happened an hour or so ago for a lot less runs, but he's forced them onto the back foot. He's lost his footing, Sahal, and he's trodden on his stumps, and he's made a real mess of them. Perhaps too many runs, but 2 wickets, 146 for 2.
Inzamam ul Haq is the new batsman for Pakistan. The figures tell the story. An average of 45.7, and a very well-performed player. Coming in, though, at an awkward time. He may not have to face, though, because Danny Morrison is to bowl to Ijaz. Oh, he stands right in front of the stumps. Inzamam out there because of this.
Watch the footwork here. That's the problem for Sahal. He loses his foot in other words, I don't know if he's got full sprigs on. We might be able to deepen the shot. Maybe no sprigs at all, and that's cost him dearly. He's actually lost his footing, and he just hasn't walked on it. He smashed them.
I think he saved the umpire having to make a decision on LBWs, but I think it would have been pretty close on that as well.
He did have spikes in the front half.
Worked away by Ijaz, and he'll get a couple for that. So it's been a good last 15 minutes for New Zealand. Things looked gloomy, to say the least, at 134 without loss. You could just see things lifting in the field a little.
I think they were desperately searching for a bit of success and something to get the atmosphere going, and now you can see the odd bit of clapping, the odd bit of verbal encouragement creeping in.
Well, that's a beauty. Acknowledged, too, by the batsman. This will be the last ball before lunch. Bad delivery again from Morrison. Held it back. And that completes the first session. And the players leave the field. It's been Pakistan's morning after Lee Jamon won the toss. And it's 148 for 2.
For Pakistan, Ramiz Raja the first to go for 54. Amir Sahal just before lunch for 88. And when play resumes at 1:10 Ijaz and Inzamam ul Haq will come out to bat. Here are the 2 wickets. Success a long time coming. This is Ramiz Raja. Cairns angling into him. Big shout from the Kiwis. And Ramiz Raja sent on his way. Out for 54 off 72 balls and scored 6 fours. He didn't like the decision much, but he had to go. And Amir Sahal's footwork cost him his wicket. He slipped back here and dislodged the bails. And Amir Sahal out, hit wicket off Cairns. And Pakistan 146 for 2.
Come in as the bowler bowls, of course.
He's got it. Inzamam is out. Ken strikes again. 148 for 3.
Well, Inzamam ul Haq, he won't be happy, but he just shuffled around, really. Didn't commit himself one way or the other. Let's have another look. Cairns reasonably close into the stumps, and it came back at him a shade. Very much on the crease, and Umpire Mr. B.C. Corey took a little while, but he said, "You're out." Looked reasonable. Looks like it's taking about middle.
And ready to take his first ball from Chris Cairns. And greeted with a short one, and the end of another good over. So no runs since lunch, but there has been a wicket. It's 148 for 3.
He's an experienced player. A lot of matches, 86 matches, not a bad average.
A little nick and he's gone. He doesn't like it. He's standing there, but you can hear the nick from here. And that's the end of Salim Malik.
Well, you certainly could. He's hanging around. He doesn't like it at all, and he's making his way in a rather strange route to the pavilion. He's got something to say to the other batsman, and I wonder if he says something to the umpire. Shakes his head sadly, but this is the story. Dion Nash, the bowler, and, well, certainly touched something. It'll be interesting to have a look at a couple more replays. What did it clip that back pad? Salim Malik was certainly protesting the decision, but there we are, 149 for 4.
Pakistan, this time Basit Ali, who made his debut here a couple of seasons back.
This game's changed. Before lunch with the two openers in full cry, it looked like it would be a week before New Zealand got a wicket. But here we are, 149 for 4, and they're bowling very well. Let's go back to the Salim Malik dismissal. And you hear the little nick. Our sound system out in the middle certainly picked it up. Salim Malik didn't want to pick it up. Oh, I think that's pretty clear, isn't it?
Well, it's well clear of the pad, isn't it? Just after lunch, 149 for 4. Now Jeff Bryan and Ian Smith.
No ball called. Cairns gives him quite a stare.
Well, it gives him quite a stare, Jeff, because that actually did come off the bat, I think, the shoulder of the bat. And that's why the frustration is there for the New Zealanders. This is the off spinner. See the grip, how he releases it. A fast off spinner in effect. Just look at it jump up, take the gloves or the shoulder of the bat. And had he not overstepped, then that was another wicket.
He just hooks. He's got that away in the air. And it's 6.
We haven't lacked for action today, have we? And runs for 90 minutes, and 4 quick wickets, and runs again. A magnificent shot, this. Gets underneath it, shuffles across, and the man down there at fine leg was Nash, and just for a second I think he thought he was in business, but the man 12 rows back was.
Short and wide, in the air and through for 4. And Ijaz hooks that away. That's 4 more. Anything short, he seizes on it very quickly. He's hammered that past Askell at square leg.
Obviously got a very quick eye. He does, you know, he's a pretty good touch. And as soon as the ball is dropped in short, the back lift goes back just a little bit more aggressively, and it really does come through with a bit of velocity. Heave.
What a successful one. And he's shown a willingness to go after anything short. 3 4s in his 21.
Yes, it is. Taken by Lee Jamon. Super catch by the captain. And Basit Ali is out.
Well, what a super catch. I don't think it would have carried the first slip, so Lee Jamon had to take it. He's reasonably close. Gavin Larson's not that quick. A little touch, and it's dropping, and he dives away. Right hand. No question about it. Good catch.
Left the glasses behind. I thought for a moment it was the ball, but it wasn't. And that's the end of Basit Ali.
So there we are. Basit Ali on his way. 177 for 4.
Handy average for number 7, 24.5. But what a superb comeback this has been from the New Zealand bowlers. Having been hammered all around Lancaster Park in the first 100 minutes of this game. They've fought back well. Cairns 3 wickets. Larson and Nash a wicket apiece. It's an easy one in the end. Short and pulled away, and it's gone for 4. At the moment, Gavin Larson or any of the New Zealand bowlers bowls short, Pakistani batsmen are very quick to climb into it.
Well, this is just short of a length from Gavin Larson. A bit uncharacteristic for him, really, today. As you say, anything remotely short is going to go. They have had men back at certain stages throughout the innings just for that shot, but none for Larson.
But Ijaz has shown a liking for putting the ball away there. Short again, and Ijaz has hit it high, could be caught, and is caught. And Ijaz slams his pad in frustration. He knows he could have done better than that. But the end result is Pakistan's 6th wicket goes down, and Ijaz is on his way for 30.
Well, Gavin Larson will tell you this is a very intelligent piece of bowling. Short and pulled for 4, short again, and pulled down fine leg strokes. And no wickets for Danny Morrison, but a very good running catch. Safe pair of hands, and Ijaz Ahmed is on his way for 30, 184 for 6.
Pakistani captain Wasim Akram makes his way to the wicket, replacing Ijaz Ahmed, last of the top order batsmen. And he went to Gavin Larson, hooking Larson away down to fine leg. Danny Morrison took an excellent catch.
Well, he was very angry with himself, Ijaz Ahmed, after he got out. Slammed the bat into the pad. Very, very angry indeed, and this is the reason why. He just helped that on its way. The first shot was a full-blooded hook shot, and then he picked the gap out and picked the spot and played it with some conviction. That would have been that nice, I would say.
Edge and gone. Pakistan 7 down. Craig Spearman has his first catch in Test cricket. Danny Morrison has his first wicket in this inning. Broad smiles all round. And Pakistan 184 for 7. The collapse continues.
Well, this won't do the young man Spearman's confidence any harm at all. Finally got involved in the game, and he's helped his Auckland teammate out to a great degree. Danny Morrison finally has some reward, and it's a comfortable catch. They're never easy in the slip, and he's taken it well. So Rashid Latif is on his way now, and the Pakistanis are 7 down for 184.
So Pakistan, the collapse continues.
Mushtaq Ahmed is the new batsman. He's going out there because he's going past Rashid Latif, who's on his way out. The genuine drive at the delivery was never there. An outside edge, and Spearman at third slip. Comfortable catch, well taken.
And I guess Spearman's thoughts now starting to turn towards having to face Wasim Akram and Waqar Younis as well. Such is the speed of this Pakistani collapse. Mushtaq Ahmed bowled very well in Sydney. He has quite a job to do with the bat today.
What?
Mushtaq Ahmed underway immediately. Ball angled into leg stump, just helped on its way. It's 185 for 7. Craig Spearman took the catch well, almost cradled it at third slip. He wasn't going to let it go. A moment he'll remember forever, his first catch in Test cricket. Well, it was a bit of a mix-up there. Wasim started to go. Mushtaq sent him back. It took a while for the message to get through, but in the end, no harm done. It's the end of the over, and it's 185 to 7.
There it is. Look at that opening partnership. Really came quickly. A lot of 7s, 8s, and even up to 10 and over. And then the red dots came into play, and it put pay to the progress.
Amir Sohail then on the wicket, playing those hands-on shots all around the wicket.
Certainly did. Wasim Akram, the skipper of this Pakistan side. Lower ball. Good comeback by New Zealand. 135 for no wicket. And it looked like we were staring down the barrel at 400 plus at Kamar, but things have changed.
Yes, and they've lost 7 wickets for the addition of only 50 runs.
Good hot conditions, good batting conditions. In the air, he's gone, taken. Brian Young, second slip. So the skipper, Wasim Akram, departs the scene. He's got a little edge. Brian Young, he's got good hands, made no mistake. And another wicket falls.
Yes, there goes Wasim Akram, not playing forward and edging the ball into third slip. Not to the pitch of the delivery. He was in 2 minds there, going forward and getting onto his back foot and edging it into the slip.
So there we are. The skipper has gone. Pakistan, 187 for 8. Waqar Younis, here we are, 24 years of age. Bowled a fair bit, played a lot of test matches, but that average is not too good. How's his health and that back problem?
Yes, seems to be rehabilitating himself. He had this stress fracture of the back bone during the tour of South Africa. And he was brought back into Test cricket against Sri Lanka in the first test. Didn't bowl well. It was rather erratic. And he still finds it difficult to get his line and length. But he bowled superbly in the Sydney Test match at the tail enders.
So that dismissal was on the last ball of the over. Mushtaq Ahmed facing Gavin Larson. Gavin Larson, good line and length. 2 for 43, Scott.
In the air, and that's well struck. A couple of bounces and down to the fence for 4 runs. Up there in the slot for Waqar Younis, and away it went.
So a couple of short ones for Younis, and now I think the attempted Yorker, which didn't quite get to the required spot. A little bit of in-swing in it, but it just swung right into the middle of the bat of Younis, and he timed that well enough to get 4.
Goes again. Not such a convincing stroke, but it's away towards the fence. Big chase, and the fieldsman loses the race. And that's another 4. Up comes the 200 for Pakistan. A couple of boundaries for Waqar Younis. And it's 203 for 8. That'll be close, that'll be out. So Nash strikes straight away. Mushtaq is out LBW. And New Zealand have their 9th wicket.
The teacher's captaincy from Jamon, and straight away Nash is on the spot. Mushtaq Ahmed, his feet really went nowhere, just a little shuffle, and that's hit him down low enough. There's no doubt that wasn't going over the top. Corey from Sri Lanka agrees with all of us. Mushtaq Ahmed is on his way. Nash has another wicket. Pakistan 203 for 9.
Atta Rahman is the last batsman for Pakistan, their number 11 man. And this has been really quite a sensational collapse in the fortunes of the Pakistan side. They didn't lose their first wicket till 135, and here they find themselves 203 for 9. He's got it away down to third man. It's unprotected, and that'll be a boundary for Atta Rahman. So 4 runs to the number 11 man, and the Pakistan total up to 207 for 9. Another bowling change. Danny Morrison hit for a couple of boundaries in the last over. Has been replaced by Chris Cairns. They really started the rot. And it's a shot and bowled, and that's the end of the innings. So just like Nash, he takes the wicket with his first ball of a new spell, and the Pakistan are all out for just 208.
after an opening partnership of 135.
So numbers 1, 2 and 3 for Chris Cairns, and now number 11 as well. And you don't get many simpler court involved than that. Slower delivery, the batsman through the shot. Says, here, have it back. Chris Cairns says, thanks very much, I will. And that's 4 wickets for him, and what a great comeback for New Zealand. Pakistan all out for 208.
Yes, an amazing day's play, really. Pakistan away to a real flyer after Lee Jamon won the toss. And New Zealand have fought their way back into the match.
The New Zealand bowlers did a fantastic job in getting the side back into the game. The opening stand worth 135, but the moment Raja went, the whole innings changed. Sohail was also out just before lunch with the score 148 for 2. And from there, the New Zealanders right on top. They've done extremely well to get back, and Lee Jamon will be feeling much better about his decision to put Pakistan in. Waqar struck a couple of brave blows at the end, but 10 wickets falling for Pakistan for just 73 runs. 55 overs needed for the innings. Pakistan all out for 208. And as far as the bowling figures are concerned, well, the wickets spread around. Cairns had a spell of 7 overs, 3 for 24, and took the last one as well to finish with 4 for 51. Morrison came back well from a loose start. He had 2 wickets, while Larson removed Basit Ali and Ijaz Ahmed. A measure of how Pakistan started was that Patel bowled the first maiden, and it was the 21st over of the innings, Patel finishing with none for 12, just 3 overs before lunch. But the wickets all spread around. Cairns 4 for 51, and Morrison, Larson and Nash 2 wickets each.
Can manage. Wasim Akram. And Young gets the New Zealand innings underway. Not a particularly convincing stroke, but a run nonetheless. That's on its way down to the boundary. It should just about make it. And yes, it does. A little bit streaky, but 4 nonetheless for Craig Spearman.
And played away through the slip cordon, and 4 runs.
It's gone for this, and that's an emphatic shot at 6 runs. Down over long on. I must confess I was looking down over long off, and I went over long on for 6.
Well, Craig Spearman, he's an attacking player, and he launched into this one, and why not? The field's all up, and it pitched it up there, went through with it, and pulled it round a little bit, but still middled it nicely, and it went down.
There's an edge, thrown high, and Brian Young is on his way. The first New Zealand wicket is down, and New Zealand 48 for 1.
Well, Brian Young, he had a few problems with the short delivery. Wasim Akram sorted him out once or twice, and he sparred at this one. A good ball, it showed left, and he just pushed at it. Thought again about pulling away, but it was too late. Straightforward catch. No question about it. New Zealand have lost their first wicket. 48 for 1.
Adam Ferrari at the crease. Brian Young just dismissed. Ferrari will have happy memories of Lancaster Park earlier this year. Maiden Test 100 against the West Indies. Different type of attack for him today, though. That day he faced a barrage of short pitch bowling. A little different for him today.
He is completely different. In fact, the push up. Let's go back to the dismissal of Brian Young. A good line, this ball. It lifted on him.
Get the score for Rory. Been out there a while. And he gets an opportunity as he plays a delightful shot through the covers, and he gets 4. Oh, he's got an edge, and he's lucky, but he's got 4 runs. Oh, bowled him. Straight through. And Craig Spearman is out, bowled by Mushtaq Ahmed for 40, and New Zealand lose their second wicket.
He'll be very disappointed with us, Craig Spearman, because he did the hard work. He weathered the early storm from the quick bowlers, the new ball. He was looking very confident and at ease. And he's just played and missed at this. Gone through the gate, carried on with the arm, The gap between bat and pad, it flicks the pad onto off stump, and Spearman is gone. So delight for the Pakistanis. They're back in the match. Spearman, very good first effort. He's gone for 4.
The big shot for caught behind, and that's out to the third New Zealand wicket goes down, and Perori's on his way. And Rahman really is bowling impressively. He's really been the pick of the Pakistani bowlers. He picks up his second wicket. Perori out for 9.
Well, Rahman, he really has troubled Perori. A good line, plenty of pace and fire, and again on that line, just moving away a shade. Perori was drawn into the shot. It got the edge, and that was the result. The finger went up. No question about it. Caught behind. So Perori gone. New Zealand 73 for 3. And Tews goes after this one and plays it very well indeed. That's 4 runs. The change of angle had it.
Certainly showing his experience.
Bit edgy, but he's going to pick up 4, just wide of second slip. Amir Sahel diving away, and that...
Appeal for a stumping. He's gone for the third umpire. And in fact, Fleming is walking off, so no need to wait for the decision. Fleming beaten beautifully by Mushtaq Ahmed, beaten in the air, deceived in flight. And Rashid Latif had the bails off, and Fleming is gone. New batsman is Chris Cairns, making his way to the wicket after the first Pakistani success of the morning. Chris Cairns, a higher score of 78, but one of the success stories of the Indian tour.
Yes, he played very well as an all-rounder, and I think an informed Chris Cairns with bat and ball, and he's doing both at the same match, just helps the balance of the New Zealand side. The New Zealand team has been missing somebody of Cairns' quality and potential for some years now.
And Cairns has started with a very aggressive shot, and a couple of bounces, and down to the fence for 4 runs.
It's the right-hander. Just a theory, right?
Well, it was in the air, but it's well timed, and it's racing away to the fence for 4 more. Considerable change in the field now with the right-hander Cairns. You can see the slip forward and strengthening. Well timed by Chris Cairns. Merely a push, but a long chase for the fieldsman, and the batsman will have a comfortable 3.
Is good. I think it's at 995 somewhere.
Down the wicket goes Chris Cairns. It's in the air. It's not totally convincing, and it's a little better than I gave it credit for, though. Over the boundary, a couple of bounces.
Well, you're right, John. He didn't really hit it cleanly, really get onto it. But still, I think we'll see. It's 1 bounce 4, and that brings up New Zealand's 150.
Trying to work it on the leg side. He does so. Comes through for the single. Into 50 runs. Well batted. Raised his bat to acknowledge the applause. Maiden test 50. The field. Down the wicket comes Chris Cairns, and he thumps this one. Bit of a misfield down at mid-off. In fact, a very bad one indeed. 4 more. That's sloppy stuff. And that's the end of the over. It's 194 for 4. No ball. Straight to first slip. Comfortable catch. Inzamam ul Haq. But you can't be out off the no ball. Oh, he crashes this one. What a great shot through the covers off the back foot. No one bothers to run for that. Just pick it up out of the gutter. 200 up. 200 for 4.
Cairns has gone for that. He's smashed it away. And we'll just make the boundary, and there's Cairns' 50. 50 for Cairns, coming off 80 balls. And his third Test 50. Round of applause from the fans here at Lancaster Park. Roger Twos as well.
Yes, and a good one too. This one short, and right behind that delivery, Chris Cairns hooked that one past mid-wicket indomitable.
And Twos cracks that away through the covers. The lawn chase for Ramesh Raja, and New Zealand now has the lead. Cairns swings that away high on the leg side. There's very little protection for Mushtaq out there. But pitches and runs on for 4. Cairns has certainly shown a willingness to go for his shots today, and this is another one.
Yes, Mushtaq hoping that he might lob it into the air to a fielder, but he didn't. He hit it in the vacant mid-wicket region. Mushtaq just tempting him with that googly once again, and down on one knee, Chris Cairns hit him before.
Well, there's an easy one on the leg side now. The field's been pushed back. Cairns comes down the track, goes for it again, and finds the gap past Ramesh Raja. I don't think Raja sighted that at all. And another boundary.
Point and cover. That goes down the wicket, hits it high there.
New Zealand have lost a wicket. We'll bring that to you in just a moment, as the new man coming out to bat is the New Zealand captain, Lee Jumon. Let's go back and have a look at the dismissal.
Twos is caught in front. He's hit in front of middle, but the ball had deviated somewhat towards the leg stump. And from the television replay, it's possible to say that it may just have missed leg stump. Sometimes it happens a bit quicker when you're in the middle. It's more difficult for the umpire, but I think you'll see that that ball may have missed leg stump.
That is a great shot by Chris Cairns. One bounce and into the fence, 4 runs.
And that's the type of play we've been lucky enough to see. This ball isn't that short. And Cairns, he waits. Well, I think the ball before it wasn't that spectacular, actually. So it's exciting cricket.
Whack, there goes another one. And that's another 4.
And I think we'll find if we watch this shot, the ball is a little shorter. And Cairns is actually allowed to hit it squarer. The ball's just that shorter, and it gives him just that more time. And he hits it. Cairns the singles.
He's gone after this. He's hit it a mile. A big 6 for Chris Cairns.
Well, field placement not registering too much for Chris Cairns. He's not bothered about the 5 out on the boundary. He's just going to go over the top of all of them. That's the shot of the day. Gosh, went a long way up the stand.
There's no sign of the fieldsman up there.
Out appeal, he's given out caught behind. He doesn't seem happy, Lee Jumon. But umpire Kure says you're out. Caught behind, bowled Wasim Akram, the skipper. So New Zealand have lost another one.
Certainly he's ripping those gloves off with a fair amount of venom. There was just a little noise, John, as the ball did go past the bat. The bat was certainly a long way away from the pad, and so was the ball. So it certainly appears as if Jumon got a wee touch on that. He's gone for 21, New Zealand 262 for 6.
We'll get a go. And it seems to be going along in a pattern, and then all of a sudden it all changes.
And out. Wasim Akram digging it in short. Not able to get over the top of it. And taken by Amir Sahel close in on the leg side.
Well, this is excellent tactics from Akram. He's changed his line. He's crapped Patel up. He's attacked into the body on the leg side, and all Patel could do was fend it away to that short forward square, who's pretty close just behind square. So another wicket for Pakistan. Deepak Patel departs for 3.
Nash goes over the top and he really does club it. That's 6.
Like his good friend Chris Cairns, he's decided to be positive. And anything that's up there in the slot, make a full load stroke at. Look at that. Come off the meat of the bat and cleared the boundary.
Edge, and it's been taken. Good catch by Rashid Latif. And Wasim Akram has another 5-wicket bag in Test cricket. Dion Nash goes.
Well, that's very good bowling again from Akram, because he had the men in close there. He left them there for Nash, and that probably Nash thought that perhaps he's going to give me a bouncer or two, but he pitched it up in the end. And as a result of that, there was hardly any foot movement. He only just probed at it from the creases into outside edge, and a very good catch from Latif. So another bowling plan comes to fruition, and New Zealand lose another wicket, their 9th, 283 for 9. Round.
Oh, now I'm not sure where that hit. Oh, it hurts. Yes, just under the elbow, perhaps. Completely mistimed that. Might have just arrived a little more quickly than you imagined.
Well, I mean, it's gone about line of off stump. Not that short, and that's hit him on the elbow. And believe me, that can hurt. It's interesting to see the running style of these physiotherapists. He likes to stride out this fellow, but he's wasting no time. But do you any good when you hit?
It's 7 without loss. This was just a few moments ago. Ramiz Raju, you might remember, struck. That's got away down to third man, the unprotected third man. Long chase for the New Zealand field. They won't get it, though.
Cut away in the gap between slip and gully. There's no third man, unprotected boundary.
Oh, he crashes this one. What a great shot. Again, Amir Sahel. He's very severe through the cover region. Oh, that's a big full toss. Swung away, and Gavin Larson won't make it. Well, that was a gimme, really. Poor delivery from Patel.
They got him. Played it on. Patel has the wicket. Sahel is gone. And the first wicket falls at 55.
It's a wonderful example. He misjudged the line. It's now coming into him. Pitching from the other side of the wicket, they would have missed the off stump, bowling round the wicket, straight through and bowled him. Great breakthrough for New Zealand.
Success then for Deepak Patel in New Zealand. Sahel has gone for 30, 55. Inzamam is here because of...
And he's got that through the covers. Played that beautifully. Dion Nash is after it and doesn't make it.
Chance of getting the early wicket tomorrow morning.
Down the wicket comes Inzamam, and he cracks that down the ground. And 4 runs. Race to the boundary.
Your feet playing straight. That is a magnificent shot.
Pushing it out through the covers. Didn't seem to time it that well, but it just keeps going, and it's 4. Oh, he hooks this one away, dropping it short. A bit of a tired delivery, or a bit of a loose nut. Whatever, it's 4.
Short him on that line, particularly to a player of Inzamam's class.
Right like New Morrison's height. Bumping it down the ground. That's the hallmark of Inzamam al-Haq. And he's going to pick up another 4. He's not always the most graceful-looking player. He's just made it late. Oh, that's hammered. That's a great shot. Magnificent shot. 4 runs.
Stand and deliver here. Instead of Danny Morrison. Inzamam. Just look at the effort going into that shot off the back foot.
Whacks it away. Commanding shot. Another boundary. that's a beautiful shot through the covers. Not all that well timed, but it should have enough on it. And it trickles over the ropes for 4 more. This time he hauls it away on the onside. That's another boundary. And that's his 14th test, 50 grand, his 14th in all. And he really has, along with Ijaz Ahmed, turned this back.
Well, we're more choosy up there, John. And another good shot from Inzamam, wide of mid-on. Danny Morrison, a long chase. That outfield has quickened up this morning, and it's gone all the way for 4.
But he's very still. Watch the head. Never really moves.
Pulled away. And no need to run for that. And it's 6.
Well, and it was outside the off stump as well. And he's latched onto that one and hit it in front of square. Now, for a fast bowler to be hit in front of square for 6 suggests that the batsman is in very good form for one thing. A super shot.
Pulled away again. Inzamam this time. And that's 4.
Jab. And again, it wasn't really that short, so that pitch condition out there is very good. And the fact that the batsmen are both in form and seeing the ball very...
And that's away down to the fence. Patel dived in the gully. It was just wide of him.
But a conservative field with Patel. Oh, he goes over the top. He's got hold of it. And is it 6? It is. Well, he hit it very well. Just kept going down there at the southern end.
He's not going to be dominated by Patel. First over, down the wicket. 6 runs. Good shot, good footwork.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? He middled it well. Better than I originally thought. And it went a long way down in that number 5 stand.
And there's the answer from Ijaz. He swung that away. And that's 4 more.
Short ball to Ijaz is very hard on it. There's perfect timing there. Pulls the ball around the corner, gets behind it, and pulls it to the middle of the bat.
Edge. And beautifully taken.
By Fleming. Slightly off his delivery, not right down to the pitch of that delivery, and Lee Sherman obstructing the fielder, but it's still Fleming held on to it. A very good catch there by Fleming in the first slip. And out goes Inzamam.
Salim Malik. Oh, what a lovely shot. Certainly fairly free and breezy, but middles it nicely.
I just think Danny Morrison hands on head here. I think this was almost a half chance. Really gone after it, Malik, and he's lifted it through the offside there. And that's not far away from Nash at mid-off.
No, he certainly goes for the shots, doesn't he? He doesn't seem to worry too much where anything is. Footwork, and it's in the air for quite a distance. And just dropping short, but bouncing away and finishing up over the boundary.
Goes again, down the ground. This will probably be 4 more.
And it is.
We've seen the New Zealand attitude. We've also now seen the Pakistani attitude. They're after runs, and they're after them in as positive a fashion as they can make it, even if it does mean playing the ball in the air slightly. As long as it lands safely and ends up over the rope, I'll take it.
Oh, he nicked it, did he? Salim Malik doesn't move, but the umpire does. So Salim Malik is on his way. Good catch.
Well, this was a very good catch, sir. Salim Malik didn't walk in the first innings. He got the message. And an action replay. Good delivery from Morrison. Replying to 2 boundaries. Climbs on Malik. He plays away from the body, a genuine bottom edge. And that's falling away from Jamon. He has to get down quickly. Makes a very good catch. So he's a strike for Morrison. A breakthrough for New Zealand. Malik has gone for 21. 224 for 3.
opportunity here for New Zealand to fight back into the test, and the session started same as the other two we've had the previous 2 days.
A little low, most full and wide. And just as we were talking about how they were containing him, gets onto the front foot and cracks on through the covers.
And this was a magnificent shot, over pitch and beautifully timed, the flourish of the bat, and with the middle of the bat, in fact, it's going down the ground to the cover region for 4 runs. Superb looking.
DJ's into the 90s. That's short and pulled away high, and that's 4 more.
Not that I would know. Oh, goodness gracious. He might get this down to the fence. Certainly has gone down there, and it is 4 runs, and that is the 100 for Ijaz Ahmed. Didn't exactly get there in style, but that's his 4th Test century.
And now he's got his 4th, and he'll be delighted. The interesting way to go to 3 figures. You won't be worried about that. My word, that went over the top of the stumps. The stumps, the keeper, and there's your 100. There's a big target.
There's an edge. He's gone. Dion Nash has the breakthrough. Stuck on the pad. This time he's gone. The finger goes up. It was very full. So, maybe the new ball is not necessary. Chris Cairns takes a wicket. Pakistan lose another one.
Well, Bastard Ali really is a player out of form, and he just can't lay bat on it at all. He shuffles across, and that ball probably hitting the base of his middle leg, not bouncing much at all, and Bastard Ali is on his way.
Oh, it's a cracking shot. 2 full from Danny Morrison.
He's got this one through. And that's beautifully timed. That's going to go all the way as Patel goes down leg side and is punished. Well, that's a bit of a gimme. And there's a chase out there, and he can't haul it in, Roger Twos. Got to the boundary very quickly. Well-timed shot.
Eased away between Gulliam points. Lovely piece of timing. The short and edged over the top by Ramiz Raja for 4. Cut away, and there's Ramiz, his 50. For Rory Fields, keeps it down to 1. And Ramiz's 50 comes up off 104 balls.
Well, that's a funny one. And he doesn't hit it very well because he reached so far. He's going to finish up with 4. The whole thing really is quite extraordinary. Hit the pad, and he's given. He's got him.
I think it hit him in front. Did he get an inside edge? No, it didn't look so from there. Yes, that looked a good decision. Certainly wasn't too hot.
Oh, he's nicked it, has he? Yes, he has. The ball angling across him. He just fished at it. It's got a little outside edge. Straight through to Jamon.
Angling the ball towards first slip. And a big nick, no foot movement whatsoever. And a jubilant Lee Jamon.
So the finger goes up. Driving. Hits it well. But goodness me, it's gone right through mid-off. Down for 4. Well, Dion Nash, I'm not quite sure what happened, but he certainly missed it.
Well, what did happen, John, is he didn't field it very well. He didn't get anything behind it, really. He's got to get down and get the body behind it. Strictly speaking, that's less than club stuff.
It was awful, wasn't it? As one would understand for a Monday morning. That's out. Well, he got an edge to that one.
Result of going after a wideish delivery, not getting anything near it apart from the edge of the bat, and Fleming, that's a good catch at eye height. Well judged. Certainly woke him up if you have a look on the face.
5-wicket bag would be well rewarded.
Ball in the air, and it's over the top. And away to the fence for 4 runs. Didn't look totally in control of the shot.
Boundary that scored just makes it that much harder for the New Zealanders to chase.
Oh, big full toss. One would assume it was an attempted Yorker.
Well rewarded.
Ball in the air, and it's over the top. And away to the fence for 4 runs. Didn't look totally in control of the shot, but he's got it away for 4.
Chris Cairns looking to intimidate their Waka Yunus. Bowled a number of different types of deliveries, and Waka equal to the occasion. And Waka likes to play his shots. He's prepared to...
It's in the air. This must be out. Lee Jamon underneath it. And the captain has the catch. Gavin Larson has the wicket.
An inch or 2 outside the crease. Now that's a good ball. It's gone. Steve Dunn says that's out. Gavin Larson picks up another wicket, and at long last, the Pakistani innings comes to an end. Waka Yunus, a good hand indeed, but he makes his way off Lancaster Park, as do the New Zealanders. So the last man. Been a long struggle for New Zealand. And here it is, the LBW.
Once again, right on the target there, hitting it on the front foot, and must have hit the leg stump.
Batting performance, 34. He scored his highest test score. But now, first ball of the innings. He's a long way forward, and looked like he was struck outside the line as well.
That is impressive. 289 test wickets. And look at that best bowling. That was against New Zealand as well at the Basin Reserve. Right, I think if New Zealand are to get these runs or bat out time or whatever, they have to do it.
That's well played. Long chase for the field. It'll be touch and go.
Played away down to third man. There's no one between. Well, there's no one down at third man. It goes between Stiffs and Gully for 4. Just angled away down to Basit Ali at third man. He's gone for it through the covers. That's a magnificent shot, just as we were talking about Spearman's fondness for the front foot. Perfect example of it there. 66 overs to be bowled in New Zealand's second innings today. 14 have been bowled. Play set to resume. It's 50 without loss. Changing commentators, Grant Nisbet and John Morrison.
Thank you, Jeff. Mushtaq Ahmed, the bowler. Field for caught behind. Brian Young's got a little touch. Caught behind by Rashad Latif, and the opening partnership has broken at 50 with Young out caught behind for the second time in the match.
Well, Mushtaq, he tossed this one right up, but it was very wide. He went for the drive, did Brian Young. He got a little touch, and the finger went up. So New Zealand 1 down. Brian Young gone. It's 50 for 1.
He's gone. He's got him. No doubt at all.
Well, Adam Perori, that front foot came a fair way across. Did it? Was it hitting? Well, it may have missed off stump. The front foot was a long way down. It'll be very interesting to have a close look at that one. Adam Perori, somewhat dismayed with the decision, but there's no question he's on his way.
Good luck goes against you as well. Big shot, and Stephen Fleming on his way as well.
Did strike Fleming low down, there's no doubt about this. Would it have hit leg stump? Umpire Kure says yes, it would at least hit leg stump. So Stephen...
Oh, he's gone. Yes, he's gone. Leaping down the wicket, having a big swing, Craig Spearman. Not a good shot. Straight to first slip. And New
Spearman into a drive. And there is the edges it into the slip, short slip.
Out appeal, and a bit of a lone voice in the end from Rahman, angling down leg side.
The end of Chris Cairns. He goes. goes rather tamely for 8 runs, and New Zealand are 75 for 5.
The ground, big sigh in the New Zealand dressing room, I guess, as well, because this is a disappointing way to get out. This is the wrong un. Not sure he picked it, but he certainly hit all around it. And for that reason, he got no timing into it. And down there at mid-on, Ramiz Raja. Has it been that safe in the match? Safe enough on that occasion. So Cairns has gone for 8, 75 for 5.
See what the third umpire decides.
But I don't think he's going to wait too confidently, because this is very close indeed. He's gone to the left-hander, the left arm of the left-hand thrower. That's not very good thinking. That's his strength. And I'm going to say right here and now that Jamon is going to be stretched to get there. And indeed he is. He's a good foot and a half short.
Yes, well short.
He's going to get the red light.
It's a disappointment for New Zealand, just what they didn't need. To throw a wicket away, skipper Lee Jamon on his way, and it's 101 for 5.
That's a lovely shot.
Well, you can't be any more perfect than that. Of course, the outfield's very, very fast here. Just waited for it, kept it down. Good positioning. And that'll give him a great deal of confidence.
Big shout, they all go up. Umpire Kure says no, and they run a leg by.
Well, interesting there. We see signs of a reverse swing with this delivery. It would have gone down leg side. If that ball had carried on, certainly would have missed leg stump. But notice that ball in the air. It swung, and it swung into the...
Bowled him round his legs. So Deepak Patel goes, and New Zealand lose their 7th wicket, and Mushtaq has his 5th in the innings.
Fine piece of bowling, fine piece of strategy, really. They set him up for that Deepak Patel. He resisted the urge in the previous over. They've got the man back for the sweep, so let's try the attack round the leg. And Patel sweeping over the top of that one, not getting the pad in the way. It sneaks behind him and hits leg. Lakes and the odd exploding volcano, John.
You've got it all, mate.
Nothing too major.
Oh, little edge, he's gone. Yes, he is. It was all in slow motion, a forward defensive shot, but the spin took it away, took the edge of the bat, and through to first slip. Amir Sahel takes it comfortably, so Larson is out.
Well, once again, a very good piece of bowling by Mushtaq Ahmed, and Gavin Larson at least was pushing the line, and because he's been able to turn that wrong and back, the New Zealanders have been forced into covering the stump and putting the pad out. The bat went alongside. Genuine outside edge. A good catch, too, falling forward, Amir Sahel. So Larson's gone for 13, 163 for 8.
Driving, and hits the man in close, Inzamam ul Haq.
Well, bit of meat on the bones there. And close for Inzamam, and there's the dismissal of Lucky Day.
Just about as long. 200 wickets for Waka Yunus. He can't believe it. But there's no question about it. Dion Nash, bowled.
Yes, no argument, and the small crowd at Lancaster Park. Good round of applause for Waka Yunus. Fantastic achievement in such a short space of time. World-class performer and completely deceiving Dion Nash. In terms of pace, but Nash, as you see, is well through the shot. He held it back, and Nash played through the shot. He had to take the hand off the bat almost to get to what?
The media, Nash around with cell phones. Oh, he's hit this one. It's in the air, is it? He'll be out, and he is out. Salim Malik down there at longish on, takes the catch, and the test is over. Danny Morrison holds out to deep mid-on, and Mushtaq Ahmed picks up yet another wicket. What a great bowling performance from him. Roger Toos is not out. Good batting performance from him, but overall, Pakistan too good.
I guess it sums it up, John, really, because Roger Toos did deserve to be not out. And I think it also sums up the way he had a lack of support at the other end from time to time. And Danny Morrison holds out down to mid-on. He's trying to clear the fence. Pretty ambitious stuff. No one else has been able to do it. Number 11 has a go, and he misses out by a good 40 or 50 yards. So, yes, you're dead right. The test is over, Danny Morrison's gone for one. New Zealand all out for 195.
Centre bat by Lee Jamon, all out for 208. Amir Sahel and Ramiz Raja set off at a scorching pace. They had 135 on the board with about 20 minutes to go before lunch. Morrison, Gavin Larson and Dion Nash. The Cairns, who started with the ball, came back with the bat in the middle order to score 76, just 2 short of his test best. And Roger 2 is the first of 2 good knocks. Partnership of 102 there. As far as the Pakistani bowling in New Zealand's first innings was concerned, Wasim Akram had none for 39 and came back to take 5 for 53, a spell of 5 for 14, ripping the heart out of the New Zealand middle and lower order and restricting New Zealand's first innings lead to 78. Now, Pakistan in the second innings owed a lot to Ijaz Ahmed and Inzamam ul Haq, a partnership of 140. That was a record for the second wicket. And Ijaz, his 4th test century, he made 103. Excellent contributions in the lower order as well. Rashid Latif, 39. Mushtaq Ahmed, 24. Waqar Yunus, his test best, 34. And 434 all out, setting New Zealand a target of 357. As far as the New Zealand bowling figures were concerned, Chris Cairns, 3 for 114. Again, the wickets all shared around. Danny Morrison reached 150 for New Zealand, and Gavin Larson finishing off the innings 2 for 58 off 29 overs. So New Zealand chasing 357 to win. They reached 50 without loss, but then slumped to 60 for 4. And Chris Cairns, he went at 75. Roger Tooze has battled away very well this morning and has completed his second Test 50 in this match. He's done a very good job, battling away in a manner that reminded me of John Reid about 10 years ago. And although the late order tried hard, they couldn't stay with him. And Mushtaq Ahmed, look at those figures, 7 for 56. He bowled beautifully his mixture of leg spinners and googlies. And Waqar finished with that wicket that gave him 200 in tests, a mock collapse of disbelief.